right there. How's it going, guys? It's been a while talking vaping. So coming back into my review line, I came across a new company that I haven't seen before or heard of, and I was definitely interested in checking them out. I'm gonna jump into the flavors first, like I normally do. We'll do a first vape, first review on them and my opinion, and then I'll give you the information about them and how you can contact them and reach out to them. So the name of the company, the line is Clockwork Elixirs, and this is their flavor card, and there are 5 flavors to this line. So I don't want to flood the video with all 5 flavors in one shot because that'll make it too long. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with 1 and 2 right in here, as you can see, and we will get into the flavor profiles and everything for those. And I have them on 2 separate setups. As you can tell, they are both fresh cotton, just like that. Same build up, same wattage, everything else, and I'll show that also. But quick shout out, always have to, Tough Wicks, Texas Tough Cotton, my favorite cotton that I use on a regular basis. New logo, new packaging, brand new website, same great quality on the cotton. So I'll put that link in the comment box as I always do. So we're just going to jump right into this. I'm going to go with number 1 to start with. Obviously, we'll start with 1. And 1 is a dark roast coffee with a chocolate fudge and a hint of caramel. So as you can see, they do have nice, solid security rings on here. Very simplistic, but it has a nice pop on the labeling. You know, it's nothing super fancy, but it does have a nice touch of class to it with the silver popping on the dark gray. And I don't know if you can see on camera, but if you look really close on the background of the label, it does have the mechanism works of a clock itself, so it kind of fits in with their logo and their theme that they're going with. It does have the warning label that is standard, and it also has the bottle size and their mix ratio on here, if I can get that to pop right there. These are 70/30s, and I'll get into all of that afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open and get the vaping on this. So like I said, this is a coffee fudge with a shot of caramel on this one. And on the smell, it's definitely going to give you that coffee odor. So if you definitely are a coffee fan, if you like that flavor, the smell alone will definitely hook you into wanting to try this. Now, generally, I don't vape coffee flavors, I'm not a coffee fan, so they've always been a bit strong to me. But this seems to come off with a bit of a smoother appeal to it. So I'll see if that has to do with the caramel that's in this at all. And we'll go from there and check out the vape. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this all soaked up. The nice thing I like about this cotton, if you've watched any of my videos before, is that it has little to no break-in time. So it makes it really nice to jump basically right into the flavor of whatever you're trying to vape on this. So just give me a quick second here. Just get a pre-burn going. Definitely has a nice pop to it for coffee. So my first instinct on this is going to be obviously how strong the coffee flavor is coming out of this, and then we'll go from there and see how much of the rest of it pops out for that. So, and as always, as you guys know, I'm at about 75 watts for these. It makes it really nice and really simple. So here we go with number 1. Okay, as you can tell, there's definitely not a shortage of cloud production off of these, which is really nice. The flavor is coming out really well. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick re-drip that I normally do, and this is mainly just to make sure that I haven't overlooked anything on the flavor, and to make sure that if there's something that was supposed to pop on it the first time or not, or as it gets more into the cotton, if I overlook something. So this is just to ensure that I haven't missed out on anything. Okay, for the first flavor of that line, I'm going to tell you that's very impressive to me for 2 reasons. 1, the coffee is not super strong. It does not have that bitterness that coffee generally does have before you add stuff to that. It is actually a very smooth coffee flavor, but it's not overpowering. The chocolate fudge is what actually I think is the star of this flavor, because it does surprise me in the fact that most chocolate and vape flavors that you do try kind of comes off with a chalky aftertaste. This has none of that whatsoever. It's very smooth and it's not super sweet, but the caramel comes in about mid vape and comes up on the after vape of that, and it definitely gives it just enough of a sweetness to kind of smooth the whole thing together. It's a really rock solid flavor, honestly, for being a coffee one, because again, it's not strong. The fudge kind of comes in and gives it a little bit more of a heartiness. The caramel smooths that all over, and it actually makes, if you have a sweet tooth, that definitely would fill it. If you like coffee, I guarantee you'll at least be interested enough to try this, and it may hook you, because it definitely is something that I could see myself actually vaping more than I normally would a regular coffee flavor. So we're going to jump into number 2, and this one is a Fruity Flake cereal. But the difference is this one goes a little bit different on it. This is supposed to be more of a dry cereal taste, which I'm really interested in trying, because most dry cereals always have an over sweetness to it, or it's almost like you lick the bag of the cereal. And they're trying to do this with no milk involved. So it definitely is interesting to see how that's actually going to come out on this flavor. So okay, on the initial smell of it, it has a nice fruity tint to it, but again, it's not too much. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't feel like you're smelling basically a bag of sugar, which is definitely nice, because it definitely means that there's not much in this that doesn't need to be in there. They don't add extras or stuff like that to overdo that type of flavor, which is it's a nice change, I'll be honest. So go ahead again, just get this all juiced up. And like I said, this is the same cotton I'm using on both. It's the same buildup. It'll be the same exact wattage. Just do a quick. Okay, that definitely has a very nice, softer toned, I would say, fruitier type smell to it. It's not too much that you basically already feel like you had a mouthful of it. But it's enough to let you know what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. And this one, see, it's 75 watts as well. And this is number 2. Okay, so again, just do a quick re-drip on that. Get that all up and running. And then I'll just verify that what I tasted is what it's supposed to be, and that I didn't overlook or miss anything in that. Okay, it's another really smooth, solid flavor. You know, it does, like I said, it definitely lets you know what flavor it's supposed to be, what type of cereal it's supposed to be emulating. It's not that in between. It's not that, well, it could go this way or that way. It definitely is like the little Fruity Flake cereals that we all ate as kids. But again, it doesn't have the creaminess. It doesn't have that milk overhang to that. It doesn't have that overly sweet flavor to it. But again, it doesn't taste like you licked the bag when you were done with it. That like sugar dust that's in the bag at the end of it, it tastes nothing like that, like most of the other ones that I have tried. Both these flavors have been, you can definitely tell that the time, the effort, the research has definitely been put into these. They're both rock solid flavors. They're both on point to what their flavor profile is supposed to be. I would definitely look into this line if you're looking for something new and you're looking for something of a higher quality line that you want to put on your shelves that's different. Like I said, it's Clockwork Elixirs. I will put their link for them in the comment box. They are a 70-30 mix, and they come in 60 ml bottles, available at nicotine levels of 0, 3, and 6. And they are based out of the East Coast as well. So with that, I'm definitely looking forward to trying the other 3 flavors of this line, and I will definitely have the reviews for you in the following weeks to come. But definitely check them out. I appreciate everything that they're doing for the community, putting out flavors of this quality. I appreciate them giving me the time to review their flavor line, and I'm hoping that this will help people find something new to add into their daily rotation or become their new all-day vape. It's definitely what I like to do. Main reason why I do what I do, to let people know that there is there is amazing stuff out there that you may not have had a chance to try or have heard of. So until next time, guys, as always, always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong.